Most of the time, people who put their hearts into what they do don't realize it, but they are making a difference in their communities, and most of the time, their actions are noticed. But when it's time for you to leave, you can be sure that people will be there to thank you for all you've done. This was the case for a man who had worked at a local grocery store for more than 20 years. When a customer who liked him a lot found out he was leaving, she made sure to give him the best farewell gift anyone could get. Tim McLeod worked for a Harris Teeter store in Glenwood Village in the county of Raleigh, North Carolina for 23 years. But he wasn't just a worker at a grocery store, and he was also someone people could trust. Julie Caviness, a person who lived in Glenwood Village, had nothing but good things to say about McLeod. People thought he did more than just work as a bagger, even though that was his job. Caviness said that McLeod had no idea how important he was to the people who shopped at the grocery store where he worked for 20 years. "He's just so great," Caviness told WRAL. "He's a legend here, and I don't think he even knows it. That's what makes it so beautiful. He doesn't know how much of a difference he's made in our community." But it wasn't easy for McLeod to work at Glenwood because he had to drive every day for 20 years from his home in Wilson County. So, when McLeod finally got the chance to get a job close to him, he took it right away. He started talking about a job opening in Wilson, which was 9 minutes from his house, Caviness said. "I began to cry. I told her, 'You can't leave me.'" Caviness said that McLeod became her part-time therapist and that she could talk to him about personal things for years. Yes, they did. There was even a time when they both cried. So, Caviness knew she had to do something to thank McLeod for all the years he had helped their community and for the times he had been there for her as a friend. "When he told me that, I asked, 'How can I help?' Caviness said. So, Caviness decided to start a GoFundMe campaign to raise money. She didn't know, though, that it would only take about 24 hours for her to reach more than $1,000. Yes, by the time McLeod worked his last shift, it had reached $22,000. On his last day of work, Caviness bought something at the grocery store where McLeod had worked for many years. Then she asked him one last time to walk her out, but he didn't know that hundreds of people were waiting outside and cheering for him as he left. McLeod got sad when he saw how many people came to the grocery store to see him. When Caviness finally told McLeod about the big surprise, McLeod couldn't say a word. When asked how he felt about the surprise, he said, "It's going to help me a lot. You know, I'm lucky to have it." As of this writing, the money raised by Caviness for McLeod has already reached $30,000. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Also, it's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. I saw love and support from one of the kindest people we've ever met, Caviness wrote on GoFundMe. What can you say about the surprise Tim McLeod got from the people of Glenwood? Tell us what you think and share this with family and friends who might enjoy watching it.